I'm Asante Tay, and you already know right now we checking back in with more Tay Tay Loudmouth. My guest today is the one and only Adonica Williams. Adonica, what's good?
Hey,
How are you? How's everything going?
I'm good. Everything is good. Life is good. God is good.
Right, always, all the time.
What was that?
I know you're a different type of guest, but I always let my guests throw up, where they from and let them know where at in Orlando that, you represent.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so look, it's my time to shine. So of course I was born and raised right here in Orlando, Florida. And as a child, I was from Richmond Estates, but I definitely rep Orange Center as hard as I can, as
Period.
often as I can. I'm an Orange
Period.
Center baby. So that's where I'm from. But now I live in Rosemont.
Okay, period. One time for Orange Center, because nothing but greatness
That's
comes from
it.
Orange
That's
Center.
it. On to the crosstown Jones High. Let's do it.
Period. Especially J High. We already know Jones High in the building, always in the building. Tiger, once you got your stripes, you never lose them.
That's it. That's it.
All right, so let's talk about it, Adonica. First, you wear all type of hats, and we just gonna touch briefly on a few of them, and then we'll jump straight into your t-shirt business. First, let's talk about how long you've been a school teacher.
Oh my gosh. This is year 21 for me. I started teaching when I was 22 years old, fresh out of
Wow.
college. I graduated from Bethune-Cookman University. Then it was Bethune-Cookman College. As soon as I got out of school, I interviewed and I got my first job, first interview, and I have been teaching ever since. I started in middle school, then I went to high school. Now I'm in high school. I'm stuck. I don't want to leave high school. I love it here.
Wow, 21 years. You wouldn't look at you and think 21 years of
I know,
teaching. That's a
right?
long
I
time.
get that a lot. I get that a lot every year when I tell the kids like how long I've been teaching. They're like, "Oh, but you look such and such years old." So, for example, I'm like, "Okay, it's my 16th year teaching." They're like, "Oh, you look 16," and I'm like, "Oh, stop." But now, yeah, up to 21, they're like, "Miss, you have not been teaching 21 years." I'm like, "Yeah,
No.
I have. It's been 21."
Wow, and you sound like you love it. Most people, about
I
their
do.
job 21 years in, they'll be like, hey, I'm just ready to get out. But you sound like you love it.
No, I do love it, but I am ready to get out. Don't get it twisted. I'm
Okay.
ready for it to be over. But my favorite part about teaching is actually teaching. It's not the adults, it's not admin, it's not none of that, it's not the staff, it's the
Right.
kids. The kids ask like what's one of my favorite reasons, for coming to work. And I'm like, y'all gonna think I'm capping, but my favorite part about coming is y'all. I like being here with y'all. So I like it. It's cool.
Period. No cap. So and listen. So I always felt like you was created for the children. Like I felt like God birthed you into this world for children. Talk about it, because you're over the youth ministry at your church. Talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All right. So let me just tell you a few little things that I do that are centered around children. So first and foremost, I am a teacher of 21 years. Right now I'm teaching high school. Number two, I am the youth um president at my local church, but I am also the diocese youth president over the North Florida diocese, and I have about 18 churches under my belt where I got
Wow.
to check in, got to make sure everybody's good, got to make sure we come together, we having activities, all the kids are, kind of sort of mingling and knowing each other, all that kind of stuff. So that's a really, really, really big thing that I do. So
Wow.
that's with church. I also have a nonprofit organization where I give out scholarships to the high school seniors at my alma mater. And we also go out. Well, we go out and we feed the less fortunate. That's something else we do. And we also give backpacks away in December. Now you're gonna probably ask me, why you give them away in December? Because everybody is giving them away in August. So I sit back and I let everybody do their thing in August,
All right.
because by December, these kids done tow them book bags up. So they're
Okay.
gonna need a fresh book bag to go back after the Christmas break. So we call it our Fresh for Spring backpack giveaway. So we think about them for the second half of school. So that's another thing that we do. Oh, and I'm the upset
Wow.
auntie, baby. If you ever see me on Wednesdays on Facebook, I'm always with my kids. My nieces and my nephews are my absolute life. I love them so much. And I'm a grandma. That little boy run me, and I don't want nobody else to run me like he do.
Wow, Adonica, that is a lot. That's a lot of responsibility. And I'm talking give and it will come back to you.
Good measure.
Yeah, talk about it, Donica, because I mean, you over the choir at the church. That's just a lot of stuff to be doing.
It is, but it's so rewarding. I love doing it. I love to make the people smile. I love to have the kids like be interactive in church. I like for them to want to come in, want to serve God, want to do things, and not like what's in it for me. So we've gotten to the point where I got almost all of them ready to serve God, ready to say, what can I do to make stuff better? I got kids all the way down to I like 2, 3 years old, ready to make bag lunches and give them out to the homeless people. It's so rewarding. It's so great because you take them out, and because our kids are spoiled these days, we give them everything because we grew up not having stuff. So what we do is we make sure our kids have what we didn't have, but we done did it so bad to where now they become entitled to us in a sense. So we take them out so they can see people just like them, kids just like them that don't have what they have, and it humbles them and it makes them want to do more and help people out even more. So it's just really good to just see the fruits of my labor.
Wow,
Mhm.
Adonica, again, like you just sound so excited and so much passion behind
Yeah.
talking about the youth and every role you wear and all the parts you partake in. And I just didn't even know over the district of the youth. You get that is a lot of responsibility, and again, you're just handling everything so well. On
That's
top
right.
of grading papers, on top of creating curriculums, on top
Listen.
of meeting deadlines, on top of giving tests, that is just so much to juggle. And I don't think the average person can be you.
I don't know, man. I be rocking it now sometimes, but yeah. And I do. I go and I go, but it's just it be so much that needs to be done, and I feel like, hey, I got to get it done. If I don't get it done, it won't get done.
Right. And
So,
you say you are a grandma, so that means you have your own kids, your own offspring. How dang do they ever feel like, well, I want my mama being hauled by the church or hauled by her school kids? Do they ever feel like that?
I felt like when they were younger, they may have felt that way, but
Okay.
to kind of counteract or keep that from happening, we used to go on dates. So I have
Oh,
3 sons, right?
how cute.
And their ages are 27, 22, and 18. So they're 5 years apart, then 4 years apart. So
Okay.
once a month, I would take one of them out because if you're a parent of multiple children or if you have siblings, everybody want their mama to themselves every now and again,
Right.
just them and their mama. So we would do things as a family because I was very, very my boys centered. I mean, we've been on cruises, we've been on vacation. I'm very big on family. So
Right.
who's other family to be big on but my own? So of course I was a single parent, and I took these 3 little boys everywhere with me. If my boys couldn't come, I couldn't come. But I would take one each month. They would pick what we do, and we would go on a date. So that would be their time to have like one-on-one time with me. So we did this all the way up until the oldest was, I don't know, I want to say 17. And he was like, okay, mom, good on dates. So I'm like, okay, cool. And we didn't go anymore. I'm like, but did I don't want you to have to recover from your childhood. Did you have a good childhood? And he's like, yeah, mom, good. So that was how I made sure that they had me all to themselves because they was going to have to share with everybody at church and everybody at school and everybody
Right.
else. So I just made sure that everybody had their own little time. And even afterwards, if one of them called me up right now and say, hey, let's go do such and such, I'm hopping. We're going to do it. So they get their
Period.
one-on-one time.
Period. I love that. I love that you found the balance, and I love that you can be great with in every aspect, in every role in your life. Like that
I'm
is just
trying,
really
man.
phenomenal. You're phenomenal. I have to just keep mentioning that to you
Oh,
till I
thank
feel it
you.
in. So let's talk chess messages. How did
Please.
chess messages come about?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so first of all, if you can't see my shirt, let me sit up and pull it down a little bit. My shirt says body, and I have 3 collections with chess messages. I'm gonna get into the whole thing. How much time I got? I'm
You
gonna
got
get
some time. Go
okay,
ahead.
I'm
Go
gonna get
ahead.
into the whole thing with chess messages, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with the 3 collections I have. The 3 collections I have are well, 4: ugly, body, salvation styles, and I'm sorry, ugly body, yeah, salvation styles and teacher talk.
Okay.
Because ugly and body, they deal with self-love, they deal with self-esteem, they deal with acceptance.
Okay.
Teacher talk. That's all teacher t-shirts because I'm a teacher.
Right.
And Salvation Styles, those are going to be your Christian t-shirts because,
Okay.
hello, what would Jesus do?
Right.
Chess Messages was born like this. It took me forever to come up with a name for Chess Messages because I wanted it to really resonate with what I was trying to do. Okay, so growing up, I didn't always like myself. I didn't always love myself. The Adonica that you see right now, I fought very hard to become her.
That's deep.
Many people don't know this, but I didn't really find myself until after I was 30 years old. So this is all really still very new.
Okay.
So I was shunned as a child. You talk too much. You do too much. You sit down. You be quiet. You don't do this. You don't do that. And I was not allowed to express myself. When I laughed, it was be quiet. Stop all that laughing and giggling. It was just, and I was just walking on eggshells for a big part of my life. I was a
Wow.
bully. I was bullied very badly in middle school. I'm talking about until the point where I begged my mom every day. I didn't want to go to school. But I wasn't bullied by come and give me your lunch money. I was bullied by people who were supposed to be my friends.
Okay.
And at that point, because I hadn't been taught to love me or because I hadn't learned to love me at first, I just wanted people to like me. That's it. I just like me. Just I'm a really nice person. Just like me. So
Right.
the people who I found that liked me or who I just wanted to like me were the ones that were bullying me. I'll never forget is one day one of my friends, I'm talking about one of them, was drinking water. And they would do little stuff to me all the time. And I would just brush it off because these are my friends, right? So
Right.
she drank water and I was standing at the water fountain by her. She stood up from the water fountain and spit all that water in my face from out of her mouth.
Oh
The most
no.
disrespectful thing you can do. What did
Right.
I do? Nothing. I didn't. I was sad about it. I was like, why would she do that? I wiped my face. I went to class. They all laughed. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, I just wanted these people to like me. It took me a long time to figure out and realize, girl, you gotta like yourself.
Right.
So that's where ugly comes from. Ugly comes from you gotta love yourself. Now,
Right.
I bet you wondering, well, how did you get out of that? Well, when I had kids, middle school was ugly for me. So when I got to ninth grade to Jones, it kind of got better and people were nicer. So that was a good thing. But when I started having children, that is when I said I didn't want my children to ever have to go through any of the problems that I went through. So I taught my kids how to love themselves. I taught my kids how to accept themselves and be okay with being alone, be okay with just liking you. And you don't have to follow a crowd, XYZ, all of that. And in teaching them, I taught me.
Right.
So that's how I learned it. So then I'm like, man, I want some shirts to kind of sort of express the way I feel. I don't see nothing. So these shirts look real simple that people can make it, but I don't know. They can fit me. So I started designing my own. I
Right.
have stuff to say, so I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna be instead of a text message, it's gonna be a chest message. It's gonna be a message that I wear across my chest, so I can make statements without even talking. So how many times you walk and you see somebody's shirt, and you like, ooh, you just read a message. They didn't even have to say anything to you.
Right.
Boom, boom. There's my chest messages. So that's how chest messages was born.
Wow, that's a bright idea. That's a amazing idea. And self-love, and a lot of kids and a lot of people grown up. You say you was 30. A lot of people deal with that. So I'm happy that you found your outlet. And I feel that vibe off your page. Follow her on Facebook. She'll drop the handle. I feel that vibe off your page, and I feel that vibe when I see you in person. You just me in my own interactions with you, you make me feel so special. You make my baby feel so special. So it's just like, dang, how come she make me feel like I'm on top of the world just by a hug or a hello? So you really practice what you preach, and I want to say I like that.
No, thank you. Because I know how it feels to feel less than. I know how it feels for people to make you feel like you don't matter or anything. So I want everybody to know just how cool they are, just how amazing they are. I don't care what it is you do it real good. And I'm a I'm a you on because
Right.
I just want everybody to be their greatest self.
I love it. I love it, Adonica, and I support you in any and everything that you ever come up with, any idea you ever drop.
Thank you.
Please let the people know where they can go get a chest message t-shirt, put an order in, and just where they can keep up with more, just Adonica love, just
Man,
self-love and
listen,
everything.
I got so much stuff going on. I just did a t-shirt class on Friday of how to start your own t-shirt business, like 3 different ways to start it. And the class was phenomenal. The next class that's coming up that I got is Crack That Cricket. So it's everybody who had a cricket that don't know how to use it and want to know how to use it, sign up for my class. I'm going to Zoom you, show you what to do. I ain't going to leave you out in the cold. It's not going to be one of them classes where I just take your money and you don't learn nothing. Trust me, you're gonna learn how to make a shirt and a cup before you leave. Um, right now, I got 42% off all chest messages. So if you go to my website right now, you enter the code Jocelyn, because it's my dog's birthday, right? Her name Jocelyn,
Right.
and she turned 42. So everybody's getting 42% off from Friday all the way until tomorrow. So it's a
Okay.
whole sale going on. Yes, enter code Jocelyn's chest-messages.com. You can follow me on Instagram, chest messages 20. You can follow me on TikTok, chess messages, Facebook, chess messages, everything's chess messages.
Period. Y'all make sure y'all tap into Adonica, y'all, because it's a good message, good vibe, good reason, and a good cause. Thank you for stopping through today, Adonica.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, don't forget to follow my son's brand, Blessed and Dope too. So follow him.
Period. Y'all already know what it is. I'm Asanta Tay. Thank y'all for tuning in to Tay Tay Loudmouth, and we're back to more afternoon gems, The Wire.